Welcome to Teed Off Dad, the new podcast where the fairways are long, the patience is short, and the stories, well, they're endless. I'm your host, Rich, a middle-aged dad with a golf obsession, a growing handicap, and a family that keeps me on my toes, on and off the course. Each week, I'll take you through my latest rounds, the highs, the hazards, and the hilarious moments in between. Because let's face it, life's a lot like golf. Unpredictable, frustrating, and very occasionally brilliant. One dad, one handicap, endless stories. Let's tee off. So the first thing I want to talk about is a recent 18-hole round of golf I played at Kirby Muxloe in Leicestershire. Now, it's with a society through work, so there's normally 20 players, go out 5 4-balls. We do the Stableford points, and there's bits of prizes at the end of the day. We do one a month, and prizes at the end of the round are normally Pro V1 golf balls for the winner, different types of golf balls for nearest the pin. And because it's a work society, we do charity. We do a raffle just to see, raise some money for charity, basically. So it's all good. It's a bit of fun. Meet like clients that we work for, companies that we work with. So it's kind of networking and golf and charity all in one. So that's kind of my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. So turn up the golf course, look nice, done a bit of pre-work on Google Maps, had a look, see what the hole shapes were they any good? Did it look nice? Was it long? Was it short? Just trying to get some feel for how you work your way round. So is it tight fairways, long holes? Is it hilly? All that. You're just trying to get a feel for it so that when you turn up, you're not turning up into the unknown. So quite an interesting one. Spoke to the lad in the pro shop, and he said the putting green, which was probably 12 foot higher than the doorway to the pro shop. So you go up some steps and then there's a raised putting green. He says, have a putt on there. It's really indicative of the course, pretty quick, what have you. But this putting green, the trial one, had an almighty slope. And at one point, he said, it's quite funny. You'll sit here watching people trying to keep one on the green, because no matter how you hit it, it will roll off into the rough. So I had a bit of play on there, confirmed that he was right. I couldn't keep one on the green. In the different directions on the flatter areas, tried to get dialed in speed-wise. But it was that ball just rolled and rolled and rolled. So it kind of gives you an indication. If you end up with anything similar on the course, you're either in trouble or you're going to have to play a blinder. So, say full 18, nicely maintained. So you tee off from just outside the pro shop. Hole 1, 383-yard par 4. Bit of a dog leg. So got my first formal outing of a couple of things. The provisional Bimax golf balls. I started using them properly now. I really enjoy them. And the first public round of my new 4-iron. So don't know why I decided to play the 5-iron off the first tee. I bought a 4-iron for this type of shot, but decided 5-iron off the tee, hoping to hit the fairway, but the fairway sloped from left to right, using the away from the dog leg. So I decided to try and keep left, hit me 5-iron into thick rough. Could I find the ball? Watched it all the way. One of the chaps I was with walked over. We had a walk, just nothing. Just couldn't find it for love or money. So dropped a ball. So, you've got people following you up. So I thought I'd be able to find it. I didn't think I'd need to hit a provisional. So took a penalty drop, pitching wedge. Looked at me, the app, I think at the time I've just started using 18 birdies because there's a few of the chaps at work do it. So we do it as a bit of a, when somebody puts a round up on there, we all get notified. So it's a bit like a community thing. So I'm starting to enjoy it. It's decent, or I thought, decent distance. So I haven't got a rangefinder. I've either got a watch or I use a phone with either 18 birdies, or formerly I used to use the My TaylorMade app. So looked at it. I thought, right, pitching wedge. Took an absolute flyer, went 20 yards longer than I would normally expect to hit it. Ended up near enough on the tee box for the 4-ball in front of us. So walked all the way up. They had to, play their shots. I went and did mine. All planned it out in my head. I thought I'd chip on, a couple of putts, salvage something out of it. No. Chipped from the front of the tee box, basically fatted it, went halfway the distance. Next one, chipped on, thought actually I'm on the green, and then took 3. So I started with an 8. Now, historically, my head could have gone at that point, but I'm a bit more grown up now when playing golf, so I realised it's one hole, it's 8 shots, let's move on. Fortunately for me, I thought it was a par 3, the next one, hole 2, 153 yard par 3. Thought, right, that's nice steady 8 iron for me. Ended up short. I didn't hit it cleanly, so a bit short left. 60 degree chip on, get some height, try and get it landing rather than trying to control the roll. 2 putted for a 4. So I walked away thinking, actually, that's better than I probably thought after the first hole. So yeah, reasonably happy with that. Hole 3, moved on then. Again, a bit of a dogleg to the left. 370 yard par 4. First proper 4 iron of the day. I feel I smashed it into the fairway. Middle of the fairway, just to the right of the middle stripe. So I'm big smile on my face thinking, actually, I can play golf after all. Took an 8 iron then with what I got left in. Landed on the green, just rolled off left. Thought, right, compose yourself again, it's not all that bad. Took a lob wedge. Didn't really, probably should have hit maybe a 54 and kept it lower and shorter, but hit it well, just fast greens, rolled off onto the edge. On the other side, 2 putts for a 6. So again, at my level, I'm thinking, actually, I'm playing some good shots, so try and focus on the good, not the bad. Greens, as on the practice, smooth and fast. Hole 4, again, 4 iron, drew a little bit, just shy on the bunker on the left. I thought, not too bad. Walked up to it, not the best lie, not the best stance. So decided take a 7 iron. Got caught up in the rough. Only went just over 100 odd yards. Not really anything. Pitching wedge in then, I'm about 125 out. Pitching wedge. Thinned it and watched it miraculously roll down the side of the cart, between the cart path and the drainage grip, which had water in it, and just came up short of the green. So kind of one of them lucky ones. I wouldn't like to play it again, but reasonably lucky. So chipped on, narrowly missed the putt for a 5, ended up with a 6. So yeah, I'm kind of looking at that thinking I'm averaging 6 at the minute, an 8, a 4 and 2 6s. So I'm nearly there, just need to get going. Hole 5, this is where I had a bit of a run. Hole 5 was a 271 yard par 4, another 4 iron. Now this is a bit of a strange hole, because you walk up to it and you don't see a tee box, but then you look to your left, and about 60 yards to your left into a farmer's field, so the tee boxes are actually cut into a farmer's field and it's fenced round. So you've got about 60 yards before you've got a small walkway with water underneath it, before you even get to like the long stuff, before you even get anywhere near the fairway. So yeah, first shot, 4 iron, just to the left of the fairway, kind of like that. Did pretty well. Took a wedge out onto the green, 2 pots for a par. I thought, right, we're getting somewhere now. We're back to a par. So I thought, yeah, good. Let's hopefully keep these feelings going and we'll be okay. Hole 6, 456 yard par 4. Hit a really nice four way into the 4 iron. 4 iron into the fairway. Bit of course management came into play, which is few and far between with me, but there was a brook, again, probably 60 yards in front of the green, 70 yards in front of the green. So after my 4-way, I then launched a 6 iron, came up short of the brook, 54 degree, chipped on, 2 putts for a 5 on a long par 4. So yeah, I'm starting to think I can play golf after all. Hole 7, 340 yard par 4. This time a dogleg left to right, which is not my shape. Good 4 iron, but again couldn't stop it drawing into the left edge. Got a really good lie in the semi-rough. Pitching wedge onto the green, 2 putts, and I'm a par. So after the averaging 6 on the first few, I'm now 1 over in the last 3. So I'm starting to, confidence is high. Trying not to get overly confident. Playing partners are now starting to comment actually what went on the first couple of holes. So getting used to the course as well, the greens, that type of thing. Hole 8. Now, this is a strange hole. You play, there's a diagonal stream goes in front, so you have to hit over a diagonal stream. You hit up a hill to the black and white marker post in the middle of the fairway, and that's all you see. So basically you're hitting your tee shot blind. So 4 iron again off the tee, struck it really nicely, felt or watched it fly directly over the black and white marker in the middle of the fairway, and thought actually pretty impressed with that. So walked up, heading towards the marker post. As I started getting up, realised the hole dropped down the other side. So as we went up probably 40 feet one way, you go down 40 feet back the other way. So walking through the fairway, looking round, seeing me playing partner's ball and looking for mine, I'm thinking, I can't lose a ball hitting middle of the fairway. And I just get a shout from one of the other lads. I said, "Is that a ball on the green?" And they both found theirs. So process of elimination, there's 3 of us. So I let them 2 play their shots, walk down, and it's mine on the green. So granted, massively helped by the dry conditions and the shape of the hole, but I've just driven a 281 yard par 4 with a 4 iron. So Cheshire Cat style grin as I'm walking forwards, thinking, this, not wanting to get cocky, but yeah, I quite like this. I put in for a 2 on a par 4. So just thinking to myself, but then the self-doubt comes in. I sit there looking at it, the thought goes through my head, don't fluff it, don't fluff it. And I think, that's not what I want. So I step away from the ball, trying to shake the tension off, have a practice stroke, think, right, I'm on it. Step up to the ball, decide where I'm hitting it, I've lined it up, I know where I'm going. Club goes back, and I hit the turf before the ball, and from a 35 to 40 feet away, I go 20 yards. So I'm now thinking, maybe I'm not that good at golf after all. Although I played a blinder, I've then played rubbish. So took a breather, had a bit of a laugh, and a bit of a Mickey take from the guys I was playing with. Next putt, 20 feet away, and actually hit it really nicely. Ended up rolling a foot past, putted back, got it. So par 4. Now, normal circumstances, I'd be ecstatic with a par 4, but after being 40 feet away after one shot, it's a little disappointing. But I suppose you've got to pick your level at golf, and my level on that day, or my level is, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Now, par 4, 9th, 360 yards, 4 iron. I'm in it now. 4 iron is my club. Just before a bunker, just in the first cut of rough, not worried at all. Out of that, launched a 9 iron, then came up just short left, and that's more my accuracy, my dispersion, not the fact that I didn't hit a good shot. I just hit it left, which then snagged in the rough a little bit, whereas if I was probably 3 yards further right, it probably would have bounded onto the green. So not unhappy. Walk up, chip on, taking a bit of a breather, and single putt. So finish in Stableford points. I think I ended up with 20 points on my front 9. So I'm walking now over towards the 10th, feeling like, actually, I can play golf. I'm a decent golfer. I've noticed the last lot of scores, normally it's probably late 30s that are winning the competition. So trying not to think about it, trying to just say, listen, play your golf. That's what you've done this last 9. Just play your golf. So, yeah. Fill my water bottle up again. It's a hot day. Well, quite a hot day. We're best part of late 20s. So it's quite tiring, but I'm enjoying my golf. Filled up my water bottles. Went to eat my Kit Kat. Completely forgot. It's a hot day. And basically trying to eat a melted Kit Kat, a 4-finger Kit Kat, is not ideal. Got chocolate on my fingers, chocolate on my nose. Just made a mess of it. So, yeah. Wish I'd have left it, taken it home, put it in the fridge, but I felt, right, I'll have a drink and I'll eat my Kit Kat. Yeah, bit of a disaster. Hole 10 now. We're on to one of the bigger, longer holes. 471 yard. This is a par 5. Again, 4 iron, nicely hit, middle of the fairway. Then thought, actually, let me take a bit more lofted. There's a brook, probably 150 yards on, so decided to take my 6 iron, middle of the fairway, and I feel I've hit it. It feels like I really nicely hit. Sounds like a golf shot, felt like a golf shot. Really impressed. Again, into the middle of the fairway. Take me 54 degree, then chip onto the green. Again, confidence is high. And then I 3-putted. First putt wasn't bad, probably left me further away. But then I just missed the par putt, just got the wrong line, wrong pace, then ended up with a 6. Not bad in the scheme of things. If you do 22 is a shot a hole plus 4 then on the 4 hardest, walking away with a 6 on a par 5 is my level. But you get all that confidence of physically parring rather than parring to handicap. But yeah, and the comment I've got on my notes was, I need to get in the mindset, this is my level unless I put the time in. Unless I really want to work on my putting, this is going to happen. So still net par with me handicap. So yeah, I'm feeling good. Hole 11, another par 4, 413 yards. I've got here, it was going to happen. Everything went left. 4 iron into the trees on the left, overdrew it. Just hacking out, then hacked again behind a tree. Just, I don't know if it was course management. I should have just come outside. Oh, it is course management. I should have just come out sideways and then played down the fairway. But you get excited and think, let me just try and play a less lofted club than you should. Get snagged in and you end up back in the trees. So I'd messed up anyway. So I'd taken 4 shots. Ended up just shy. There was again watered right before the green on this one, so in the end I just took a wedge out, ended up just before the brook. Thought, right, compose yourself, you can still do something here. No. Went to chip it on, thinned it, bladed it, whatever you want to call it, 15 yards behind the green into the knee-high rough. Watched it intently because these are my new golf balls. I don't like losing golf balls anyway, but when they're brand new straight out the box, it's a little bit more galling. Could not find it. I knew where it went in. I walked around, moved grass, did, the short steps, thinking if I find it, if I stand, could not see it for the life of me. So moved to the side, took a drop, another penalty shot, chipped on this time, kind of feels insignificant, but still playing. Chipped on, 2 putts, and I walk away with a 9. So all the good work I've just done on the last 7 holes, just absolutely gone pear-shaped. And then, just as you need, I kind of feel there's times when holes come to your rescue. Hole 12, 167 yard par 3. I look at that and I'm not whacking down a fairway. So 7 iron, centre of the green actually. Pin was over to the right. So got beyond the mess of the last one. 7 iron, centre of the green. And I missed the birdie putt by probably a couple of inches to the side. Rolled on just under a foot, par, putted for par, walking away thinking, right, focus on that, focus on the par, keep that one in your mind, ignore what I've gone. Hole 13, 364 par 4, 4 iron, yeah, back in now, positive thinking, positive swing. And there's a diagonal brook. It's one of the themes of this. There's diagonal brooks everywhere through this course. 4 iron, chipped on. Decided then I was umming and ahhing because it was diagonal. So I laid up short of the brook, which is probably 70, 80 yards short of the fairway. Chunked a wedge then into the fringe. Chip on, 2 put for a 6, and now I'm in the mindset of, am I happy? I've just parred a 3. I've now taken a 6 on a 4, but I know what I've done wrong. I've hit one bad shot in there, which has then probably caused... So I'm trying to take the positives. Decent drive, few decent shots. Let's move on. Let's just try and, chin up, move on. Hole 14, 339. 339 par 5? Don't know what I've done with that one. I think it was a 539 par 5. Put my head straight back on. Sorry, 339 yard par 4. I don't know why I've written par 5. Head straight back on. 4-iron hits the spot. Gap wedge then came up just short. So my 48-degree gap wedge came up just short right. Bump and run on with my 54, 2 putts. I'm happy again. I'm thinking, actually, all you've got to do is concentrate, hitting it forwards. All good. 15. Now this is the longest par 4 on there. 493 yard par 4. Then for some reason I went Army Golf. Just went right. Sliced it right into the right rough. Tried to take a breather. Hacked out of the rough into the left. Trees on the left. So managed to get out back into the fairway, but this time on the right hand side of the fairway. Chipped on and then 3-putted. Get scared of the first putt rather than just going for the pace with the first putt. All went wrong and ended up 3. So I'm a 7. So my good mindset is starting to wane, especially after this. I've gone from having a really nice hole to a rubbish hole. So then I'm thinking, par 3, saviour, par 3. 144 yard par 3, hole 16. There's a 2-ball that have chased up behind us, so we all took our tee shots while they were walking towards the tee box, and I don't know what it is. Just when people are watching that I don't know, or I'm not playing partners, and my head goes into this little world of hit a good shot, hit a good shot, you've got to hit a good shot, you've got to look like you can play golf. But no, chunked an 8-iron, landed on a little diagonal road that goes through, like a stone road that goes through. So thought, right, this actually is probably not a bad time for these guys to play through. So the 2 chaps behind, we let them through. They played their shots, gave me a bit more time to compose myself. I took a drop back off the road into grass, 54 degree, onto the green. Started to get a little bit excited, only to see it roll back off. Bump and run and then put for a 4. So after all of that, I'm still quiet. It's a 4. I'm playing to my handicap, so let's move on. Let's keep the positivity. 17 then, it's a straight as a die, or straight line, just under 480 yard par 5. I think here the tiredness and heat kind of kicked in. Hooked to 4-iron left out of bounds. 3 off the tee, middle of the fairway. 6-iron down the fairway towards the hole. Intended to leave it short because there's a water feature here before the hole. So I'm looking at that thinking, yeah, just play it safe, laid up. Pitching wedge onto the green, then ended up with a 7 after 2 putting. So if you take out shot 1 and 2, or you take out shot 1 out of bounds, take out your penalty, it would have been a 5. So a 7, I'm walking away thinking, actually, 1 rogue shot, yeah, I'll take it. The rest of the shots have been good. Focus on that, focus on that. And then I've not had many holes, or not many golf courses, where you end on a par 3. So hole 18 is a 141 yard par 3. So it's the tee box is shy of the water, so the water fountain or the water feature has it's shared by just in front of the 17th green and not far off the 18th tee box. So it's water there, but generally it shouldn't be in play. So decided 9 irons the shot here. End up in the front left bunker. Not too, again, it's one of them. If I hit it straight, I'm on the green, so I'll take a bit of happiness out of the fact that distance control was good. Just line wasn't great. Now at this point, I'm thinking bunkers, but it's a dry day. The sand is nice and dry and fluffy. So right, yeah, out the bunker. Chipped it, and even I was impressed with that. I'm thinking, actually, I've got now probably an 8-foot putt for par after being in the bunker. So I'm getting all excited, thinking, actually, this could finish a good round. But no, missed the putt, ended up with a 4, 2-putt 4. So yeah. Overall, finished with a 96, 25 over, par 71. Main thoughts, really happy with most of the way I played. 4-iron was strong, so I kind of vilified the purchase now. It is a good purchase. It's playing well. Had a few blowouts and a few 3-putts, but overall, trying to look at the negatives. When I played golf, I played some good golf. Never played it before again, so there's always that little bit of you don't know what to expect. You don't know where to play, so you're kind of taking things on the hoof. After the first 9 holes, I was thinking I could be on for a 90 here. It could be, but yeah, those out of bounds and the 9 and the messing about put paid to that. Overall, 5 pars, 4 fairways in regulation, 5 greens in regulation, and 2 or 3 par looks. Just, it kind of sums up my golf. Sometimes good, sometimes not so good. Putting again let me down, and yeah, I've got another round booked for next Friday, so need to get in, do a bit of training. Now, since I made all my notes, just thought actually I'd like to keep notes. Kind of shows me what I need to work on, although I don't really have a lot of time to work on it. If I'm going to focus on things, what are the bits I'm doing badly? Gets into the clubhouse, sat around, worked it out. I'd got 38 points overall. Sorry, 35 points. So 20 on the front 9, 15 on the back 9. So I'm thinking, yeah, could have been better, could have been worse. The winner of the competition has 42 points. So no matter how, he's had a blinder, fair play to him. Second place, 36 points. And I start to think, if I'm at 35, what would that put for par on the 18th would have got me at 36. Not going out of bounds on that, but it's the what ifs, isn't it? But I am a high-ish handicap golfer, therefore it is what it is. But generally, pretty chuffed with the way I played. Onwards and upwards. Now this little bit of a recording kind of gives you a hint. I've called it episode 3 TL Pond. So bit of the funny anecdote now. I've had the course run through of me round, but so after work during the summer, there's 3 or 4 of us that there's a course local to the office we moved to. So we'd go out, we'd have possibly, might not get 18 in, so we might get 13 or 14 holes in. So all good. Start playing along, have a bit of a laugh, a bit of banter as you're playing along. It's enjoyment, it's fun, and you're playing golf out in the warm weather. So all you're worried about is golf. So we're playing along, all's going swimmingly, few good holes, few bad holes, not really. You're out with your mates having a laugh, so that's the core of this. Gets part way through the round, probably, I think it's hole number 10, if I recall. So walks up to the green. I've got me non-electric trolley back then, so it's just a push trolley, a 3-wheel push trolley with one of the brakes. That basically the brake is, as you push the pedal down, a metal bar sticks out and wedges the spokes on the wheel. So rudimental brake, works fine. So walks up, parks me trolley, grabs me club, thought I'd put the brake on, only to find out I hadn't. I start walking towards the green with me wedge, because I'm just off the green, turn round, see me trolley rolling on its own accord towards a pond. I'm a bit like, look at it, double take, and I am no sprinter by any means. So I think I'm sprinting fast, but my playing partners just had a chuckle because they were all too far away to do anything, and they just watched as my trolley rolled down a bit of an incline, rolled into the pond. So fortunately I'd got a club in my hand, so I managed to hook the handle of my bag, and just as the top of the bag went under the water, so the bag's filling with water, I'm on the edge of a pond with a wedge in my hand trying to hook my trolley back out of the water. I'm feeling like the prize idiot, but my overriding feeling is, don't lose me clubs in the pond, don't lose your clubs. So I managed to hook it out, and then, with it being a 3-wheeler, back 2 wheels and the handle, tilted it up to the gushing of water coming out the bag, so all my clubs are soaked. Fortunately I had a waterproof pocket that my works phone was in, so that was intact. But I've got a little mini video of my bag kind of tilted near enough upside down, water dripping out, everything soaked, my towels are soaked, everything's soaked. Look in the pond, there's 24 of my teas have come out the pocket, they're all scattered in the pond, so you can see exactly where I'd gone in. And I'm then turning round to the hilarity of my playing partners, just some of them bent over laughing, some just sat down. Yes, I am the prize idiot. So borrowed a towel off one of the lads, tried to dry all my grips so I could carry on playing, but yeah, that golf bag was never the same. It was a Cobra cart bag, black and yellow. Put it in the boot on the way home. The car started to smell. Took it out. Thought I'd jet wash it, emptied it out, made sure everything was out. Tried jet washing it. Couldn't get rid of the pond water smell. Left it out in the sunshine to dry upside down, but yeah, it was that. I never used it again. Just went back to my other bag. It was never the smell. There was something about it, so fortunately I'd not paid a lot for it. So yeah, next time going to the tip, that was in the back of the car to the tip. So yeah, so if you add that to losing driver heads in the middle of a driving range and full clubs in the pond, you might start getting a theme here that golf is never boring. So thank you for listening. Appreciate anybody that spent the time getting to this point and is still listening. kind of makes it feel a little bit worthwhile that way. So yeah, a bit of admission, everything is recorded by me, edited badly by me, uploaded by Buzzsprout, edited in Riverside and recorded through Cleanfeed. So it's a bit of a me, myself and I doing this. Thank you, as I say, anybody that's interested and has listened. I now have an X page at @teedoffdad, where I'll just start, posting a few images or videos, along the lines of what I'm doing. Nothing more than just to run aside this page. And any comments, anything you want to say, I'm at teedoffdad@gmail.com. One dad, one handicap, endless stories, from tee shots to teenage tantrums. This has been Teed Off Dad. Thank you.